Hello everybody, Wild Tracker here, and welcome to this stream highlights. Yes, we're doing some highlights of the stream that we've just done. Some of you may remember we did a little poll to see what you guys thought about this series and how we continue it, and so far the majority of you are saying either you don't mind or I should do both. So I think as long as you're getting your videos and as long as I'm able to stream, I think you guys seem to be happy. But the poll's still down there, so if you still want to vote on that, head down to the description, put your little vote on there, and yeah, let me know what you think. And it's raining as usual, so we shall sleep the night away. So yeah, this is going to be a stream highlights, cuts in and out. Hopefully the format is pretty good. We shall find out. But I've been busy between the episodes, digging out a little bit more. As you can see here, there's a whole load of area that's been cleared out again, and it's getting more and more now to clear this out. But and we're engrossing into the area over on this side too. So yeah, lots to clear out, and lots more to do still. Yeah, still 2 more layers to go. So this layer's got to come out to here, and then we've got the base layer, which is going to go out again. So a big area to kill, but it doesn't half look cool from down here. I think I'm loving how it's looking. So hopefully you guys do as well. Hopefully you're enjoying that. This seems to be settled. It's certainly going into the system. I had a couple of blockages which I had to add some upgrades. So I've added upgrades to the system at the top. So things like the gold was full up, I think. Oh, well, actually not the gold, the lapis. And we'll get a bit of server lag as well, so I apologise for the server lag if we get a little bit of that. Yeah, so I think these lapis blocks, so I've put some more upgrades in there. We've still got to get the void upgrades. I've got to get myself a load of obsidian. That's certainly to be done. What I'm playing around with at the moment though is this area down here. So last episode, we got this little mob farm going. So the little mob farm there will bring the mobs down. And I figured I want an area, because the area, or one of the things I've got to start working on is getting myself some plastic. That's for sure. So I figured we'd have a little area in here to do that. I've put an area over here for doing the enchanting. So I've started doing that out. I've got a light to put up there, and I need to sort something out with the side bits. And then I figured over here we'd put in our little workstation. So we'll just have some basic furnaces and things like that, you know, stuff that we need every day, so to speak. And then we've got water mills or water wheels to put in either side there. I'm not quite sure what we're going to put in here. Again, it might be that we just put a selection of machines. So this could well be our bit for redstone furnaces and, you know, crushers and all that kind of stuff that we might need. You know, just one-off rather than automating. So yeah. Now this is one of the things I want to look at, is what do we do in terms of colour. So can we, let's have a look, what have we got here. We've got slate is one option. What have we got at the top here? Black wool, that's no good. Basalt, which is going to be that one there, because I don't think we can chisel concrete, but we'll have a look. But concrete actually might be an option. Oh, we can. Ooh. Okay, what about basalt? And we can do that as well. And slate? No, we can't do slate. Okay, so let's get rid of slate. But yeah, I hadn't realised we could actually chisel black concrete. We want the basalt back. Where's basalt? Come back to. Is the server lagging again? Have we got it there really? Where was it in the inventory? Oh, is it in the chisel still? Okay, it's in the chisel. Okay, so looking at options, maybe dent might be an option. Ooh, that's definitely an option. What do we have in terms of black concrete though? They look like they're just textures on this. It's blacker, that's for sure, but I'm not sure about that. I think this, because what I'm thinking of is if we take this down to bottom, it needs to contrast between the white of this laboratory blocks and the quartz, and obviously we've got dark and black and things like that, so these are quite sort of dark and black. So let's just try and see what this looks like as an option. Let's stick that in there. Actually, we can't do that because it connects to it. That might work. That might work. Let's put that there and there. We could certainly bring that across, although technically we could also take it up one. Yeah. Let's see how it looks over here, because this is slightly different layout. So even though we're going to be mirroring it, it is slightly different. See, I like it. I do like it. So it's whether we then go across the top rather than... Let's see if we can do this. Or do we go up one higher and go across the top this way? But then it's a question of what we put in there. Interesting, because it is set back a bit in there, so it's slightly different, slightly odd. So yeah. But then we could then bring it out along here. Does it then actually fit in there if we do this in here? Because it's got to work, it's got to fit. It obviously can go like that. It kind of disappears in there. That's the trouble. I'm not liking that there. So I don't know whether it works as a sort of going across the top kind of thing. I think as pillars it does, but anything beyond that doesn't seem to work. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, that's all sorted. So yeah, we're going to work on some machines to put in, but let's just tidy this area up a little bit. Let's make something out of this if we can. So that's kind of semi done there. We've kind of matched it all in, so it looks the same as the other side. We've got the same front bit, the same light. We've got the anvil underneath. We've got a complete station along here, and we've also got these tool stations. We've got 2 of them, so you know, we can keep materials in for the 2 things we tend to wear out. One is iron, one is the manilium. So yeah, I think that kind of works. I gotta tweak it a little bit. But what we need to work on is some machinery for producing plastic, because there's a few things I want which will require plastic. One of them happens to be, if we bring it up, the stonework. So this thing here, which is such a useful thing, but it needs plastic. We also need pink slime, so that's something we'll have to get. And I think pink slime we have to get from a mob, killing mobs and things like that. So that's something we'll have to work on. Maybe not today, but plastic we can work on. So the plastic, we need to get the dry rubber. The dry rubber comes from tiny rubber. Tiny rubber we get through a latex processing unit, which is fairly easy enough to make. And the latex, so if we then look at latex, because if you've got a latex processing unit, then you're processing latex. So latex, that comes, maybe it's this kind of latex. There's different latex. Let's have a look. Bucket of latex, machine outputs. So that comes from the tree fluid extractor. So, and the tree fluid extractor, I think that is purely extracts the fluid from the tree. So let's see if we can make that. We need a furnace, an iron gear, what else did we need? Furnace, iron gear, and redstone and stone. Okay, let's see if we can put this together. Let's get a few items now. Redstone, stone, that. Make a furnace, just the one, and we need some iron, didn't we? That was the other thing. So we got a furnace. We need at least 5 iron. Make that into a gear. Not a gotla gear, but just a gear. There we go. And was there anything else? Just stone. So there's our tree fluid extractor. Okay, fantastic. So let's go and place this. Now we're going to have to do this in a particular way, because the way this works is this needs to have, so for example we could put it here, it's the wrong way, so let's do it the other way around then. Right, where is it? Come, you're still there. Oh, you're not there. So if we do it that way, so we could have a block placer here that places the wood down. Now if we look at this, it will then extract from there. Let's see, have we got any wood with us? We have. So let's place some spruce down. Boom, like that. And then it is going to slowly extracting from that. So as you can see, it is filling up, which is awesome. So that's the first part of getting latex. So that's great, it's working on there, but it will eventually destroy that wood. So we do need to have an automated way of doing it. For now, we can just place something there. So the other thing we need then is the processing unit. So again, another iron gear, more iron, 2 more furnaces, machine frame, which is going to need a tin gear. So, which is a stone gear from wood. Oh wow, that's a slightly different recipe than I remember. Is that the only way of doing it? Ah, no, it's not necessarily. So tin gear is not that one. Keep clicking the wrong thing. Yeah, it does look like that's the only way of making tin gears. Let's just bring that up and see. So there's 2 types of tin gears. Oh well, there's only one tin gear we can craft. Okay, so we need tin, and we need a stone gear, and a wood gear. One of those, and we should now be able to make a latex processor. Yes. Now I don't think with this, yeah, you can't configure the sides, and this is also going to need energy. So let's fall away to the bottom. Let's put this down. So we're going to have to get a pipe coming into this, and then we're going to have energy, which we can put on top, perhaps. Yeah, and then we've still got to do stuff with this once we've done it. So yeah, we could just try and think now. We could come out the back. That's one thing we could do, isn't it? So if we, I was just making sure I haven't broken the spawn at the top, but they're going on this one here. So if we have a pipe coming out the back and then going into here, that would work. We can have it next to it then, can't we, and make it look better. Right, so we need fluid pipes. Do we have fluid pipes? No, but we could probably use these. Probably use a fluid node. Let's see if these work. So if we take that, because it doesn't have to be fast. Because is that full? Yes. And does it go in here? I presume it has. We'll soon find out in a second. Or we're going to have to get the other pipes. So, yes. So it's going in. That's okay. So it needs water as well, which is a pain. I forgot about the water bit. Although in theory, yeah. Now, do we have a sink in this? Welcome back, Original. How you doing, buddy? Oops. How was dinner? You ate that quick? Or have you brought it with you? Are you having dinner while watching? Right, do we have the kitchen sink? I think we do. We do. We need a bit of clay, I think. Clay, water and iron. Let's see if we can do that. See if we can do the old clay. Do we actually have terracotta? We do. Only one though, so let's get some clay in that case. Now the thing about these is we should be able to put that in there, then stick a transfer pipe on there, and it should pull it into there as well, and it does. So that's pretty cool. So both items go through the same pipe, which is pretty awesome. So we've got latex in there. This should be then 0 latex, yeah, because we've run out of wood. So we'll have to get the auto placer in there doing that. Right, so we need some energy. We've got no energy. Now, I dare say we haven't got any spare of these. So we ought to make some. And yeah, we need this power cells and that sort of thing. So let's go and make some of those. So for now, let's put this underneath if we can. So we'll put it there, put in the card, set it to out. That instantly went in there. Fried cornbread balls. Okay. Yeah, Hush Puppies is a brand of shoes over here. So no, it's unlinked. That's why that didn't work. So let's go and link it again. 17. Pop that in. 17. There we go. And now that is full of power. And it's processing. And we're making tiny dry rubber. Woohoo! Right, so now we've got these tiny rubber. We can turn that into plastic. So if we have a look at our plastic, this is made from dry rubber, and dry rubber is 9 tiny rubber. So we need an auto crafter. And, you know, to be perfectly honest, we don't really need to automate it, but because we can, we are. Yeah, so that's the auto placer that we'll probably use. Processor, crafting station. We want an auto crafter. ME fluid. Here we go. And there's terrain lighter. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just called a crafter. Here we go. Mechanical crafter. So it's just a dropper there. That makes that. Yeah. Batch crafter, fluid crafter, crafter tier 1, which I think then needs. I think the extra utilities one is the one better. So dropper is just stone and redstone. Let's go and make it. Here we've got our bucket pack. We have got stone, so let's go one of those, thank you very much. think we need the thing, so we can make one log and then we'll go up to the top and get the final bit. So let's put those there, that there. Let's have a look. We've got one of those. We have. And hopefully this thing, in fact I'm pretty sure this one doesn't need power or anything. It's Crafter Tier 1. Yeah, well I think the RF Tool one needs power. Whereas I've got a feeling this one doesn't. We'll find out now, because I've built it. Yeah, that's it. It's just that. So shouldn't need anything. And I think it pulls from the inventory beside it, if I remember correctly. So if we stick that there, if we take these out of here, click on here and then say make wrong way. Oh, I'll tell you what I need to do. Let's just put these, we click on rubber, dry rubber, click, there we go. Redstone on, redstone off. Always on, I guess, is the thing. So that is making it, but it's not pulling it. So it's we've got to pipe it into it, sadly. Which we can't do from underneath. I'm trying to do it while it looks tidy. That's the other thing as well. So we need to be able to push output items so it can output to any side, always active without redstone signal. Has that done it? Don't know whether that's going to do it or not. So it's making those. No, so it's not pulling them in. At least I don't think it is. Active without redstone signal. We've got 2 in there, so let's see how this does. Let's see if it, or am I gonna actually, because on we've got 4 in there at the moment. If we have and we can speed this up. I don't think we need the speed upgrade in it either. So what do we need to do to this anyway? Once we've got the dry rubber, let's have a look at uses. We just need to smelt it. So redstone furnace would be the optimal thing, and then we run power from the bottom there. That would be the logical thing, wouldn't it? So let's make a redstone furnace, I guess. Make one of those. Boom. Yay, redstone furnace. Right. Coolio. So I'm guessing it won't pull from the side, but we shall find out. So we still get 8 of those. Is this building up? Still 2 of those. It's because we're out of logs again. That would help if I keep my eye on it, wouldn't it? Yeah, so I guess this needs a way of taking it out and putting it in. Do these? don't know whether the pipes transfer. No, they don't, do they? Don't think they transfer energy. Or do they? No, because they need something else to get the energy, don't we? What have we got in terms of energy? I guess it's going to have to be... It's going to have to be these hardened flux ducts. Leadstone flux duct. Resonant flux duct, signalium. So there, that's just a redstone energy flux duct, which is electrum and that. Is there another way of doing this? That's resonant. Leadstone, I guess, is the cheapest one. Redstone, lead, and glass. Only missing the lead. Surprised. Right. Let's see if we can do this. So if we put this on, but it's the wrong way round, because that's always my luck. No, it's working. It's working. Alright, so this is the basic setup. Is we've got the block placer there, which is from actually additions, which is easy enough to make because we just made those in the what's the machine over here? What is it? Resonator, is it? Yeah, reconstructor. So we just made the pieces we need for that in there. That was easy enough. And the nice thing about this is it does not need any redstone whatsoever. So, which is absolutely fantastic. Just place a block, and then we've got the tree fluid extractor here, and the tree fluid extractor, which again, if we look at this tree fluid extractor, nice and easy to make. It's just basic stuff, iron gear, very simple. And again, that doesn't actually require any power. So this bit here requires no power whatsoever, which is pretty awesome. And the nice thing is as well, we've got this. So if we go around the back, we've then got the fluid coming out with a fluid duct or fluid pipe and going into this latex processing unit. And then we've also got a sink underneath here from, is it from Pam's? Let's have a look. E would be the right thing to do. Let's have a look. Sink. Or it might be from the kitchen mod. Yeah, cooking for blockheads. So sink's nice and easy, and it's an unlimited water source, which is absolutely awesome. And then yeah, this here, which is a latex processor. Again, it's easy enough to make. If I can bring the recipe up. Latex processor. It just needs a few, pieces putting together. So again, iron gear, machine frame just needs a tin gear. That was a bit more long process because you need stone gear and the wood gear. But it's easy enough to actually put all those bits together. So they're going in there, and the way we've got it set up, we haven't changed any of the sides on here. It doesn't really matter. It takes the energy from the power cell beneath. That puts energy into there automatically. It's then generating the tiny rubber, and essentially what happens is once this has got enough in there, it generates a tiny rubber, and then this crafter, or the auto crafter, automatically drags it in from the side. It sees the inventory. It'll pull it from with these auto crafter, again, they need no power or anything like that, but they will pull from this side any inventory. So that's what it's done. It's pulled in for that side, which is awesome. And then the only thing we've added is one of these flat transfer nodes in between these two, and then that way this furnace is then pulling in any of these dry rubber pieces, gets pulled into the furnace, and then we've got our plastic, which is awesome. So in theory, I guess the last thing we could do is actually put an ender chest there, and that would make this look complete as well, because that's the thing about this. We've tried to, hey, fall down. we've tried to make it look and fit in as well. So I think what we'll probably do is we'll put that there like so. It's orange on the side. Let's move the top so it's got nothing. There we go. Yeah. Place one of those there. Yeah. And then all we need is an ender chest, and then the ender chest we'll put them into the system, or put them into the bit at the top there, which is awesome. So let's go and find a place for these. And let's put them up here. Here'll do. There we go. Plastic in there. Now, do we have any blaze rods? We don't. So we can't make an ender chest at the moment. But we will. We'll just make another one of the ender chests, the same as we've got underneath there. That will then fill this out quite nicely as a sort of an area, which I think works quite well. Well, yeah, we got lots done. We managed to get this area looking pretty nice. We've got our start of our smeltery area over there. We've got our enchanting area over there. And now we've got our automated plastic producer. So that means we can produce plastic and we can use plastic and all that lovely stuff. So yeah, we'll start making some machines with it next. So thank you everyone for joining me. And yeah, we'll see you here again next time.